and I'm on Because I'm Right, the podcast by DGN Vising, which interview is conducted by the man himself, Don Gotti Nash.
This is Chief, aka Mike Rice. I'm on the podcast because I'm right with DGN Vision. Let's go.
Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy AR Green. You are now tuned in with DGN Vision. Run that shit.
We talked about Kanye West like a million times actually about everything. Actually, we was talking about him 2 weeks ago before he got back on Drink Champs and just fucked it all up. You know what I'm saying? So, what's your take? I mean, what's your take on the Kanye West situation, man? Like, what side of the fence you on? Because it seems like a lot of people happy as a motherfucker, some people not, and then it seems like some people ready to cut you off for being happy. So it's like I see people, I see like little light internet jabs and shit, and then motherfuckers making a little subliminal post on the side and shit and saying such and such and such, and it just like it's crazy, man. But yeah,
do you want to go ahead on that one first?
Well, he said side. What do you mean by sides? I need these sides labeled. What are we talking about?
The side of being against Kanye, and then the side of defending them. So that
it got to be. It's more defend. Like when you say be against them, I need because you know how I feel.
When I say against them, I'm saying they are against. I mean, people are against them to the fact of how they argue. I mean, and then there's people that and there's people that's defending, what he might have done. So it's like
I don't. So when you say defend, I don't know what the hell.
Because I might come off because I might come off as defending them, but I'm not actually defending them. But I'm kind of like
so. If you're talking about like what he got all these companies that dropped him,
right?
All these companies are private companies.
Yeah.
He had his little comment on that video where he was like, Adidas will never get rid of me.
Yeah.
He had his chest out talking all hard and stuff, talking about Adidas will never drop me, even if I say anti-Semitic stuff. He gets on the other interview with the Piers Morgan dude, further talking about Jewish people. It's just kind of the dude is he just everywhere, dog. I think he's just that shiny thing that everybody want to talk about right now.
Right.
I really think he kind of is pretty pathetic to me because my man, when he lost that Adidas shit, you literally dropped your net worth $1.5 billion, dog. He had when you go to the Adidas app, because I get Adidas shit, the first thing that pops up on Adidas are the ugly ass shoes. I think they're the ugliest shoes ever. But he sells the shit out the damn shoes. He literally dropped 1.5. So I don't know if he'll probably flip it and maybe do his own business with it because I think he could do that. But then he got dropped by what, 5 or 6 more companies, dog?
Yeah, Balenciaga. A lot of stuff. Like
all I'm saying for anybody that defends him, what could you possibly say he did correct when you got canceled by all these companies that you were making money from? But you just had to talk shit about a race. So we sell about the anti-Semitic and we make it something like he was talking that shit to our black people. Would black people feel the same way then? Like would we be good? You know what I'm saying? If he was just disrespecting, which
he did, he did. He did. He did, but we don't but see, we don't have the power.
Look, they didn't cancel him for the black stuff though, but when he went anti-Semitic, oh yeah, we got to do something now. All them people. But you know what tripped me out, and this will be my last thing. I saw one video where they were showing all these hosts like on Fox and these Newsmaxes and all. They were like, yeah, Kanye this, Kanye the man, this and that. Then he said that anti-Semitic shit. They tried to go back to him. They were like, yeah, we think he's having issues, Like it was a total flip. And that's what I'm saying, dog. Like this dude, I made myself listen to him, that interview he had with the Piers Morgan dude. The dude is a grown ass kid, dog. He don't stay on one subject. He talk, even if he made points in there that had effect. Like even when we talked a little bit ago, there were points he made that I agree with, but he all over the place, dog. He's all over the place. He ain't the leader of nothing, dog. He is not the leader of anything. He's a fucking idiot. And I've been saying that forever. Whenever we bring up Kanye, first thing I say is a fucking idiot.
Do you think he's dangerous when he had the platform? Because it's like they took.
The thing is, man, when you give somebody, this is what I have an issue with giving regular people with, because all Kanye is, he's somebody that was great at music, and now he's this thing that everybody follows. It makes no sense to me.
Ja Rule.
So you give him a platform, but if you think about it, let Kanye had gotten away with saying stuff like that. You open the door for other people to be able to do that also. He's a trendsetter. If he gets away with saying comments like that, he forced these people to get rid of him. Because if they didn't, then you're empowering this dude walking around talking shit, saying whatever he wants to anytime you want to say it. So yeah, that he is dangerous in that sense, because you open up, too many people follow him, and I still don't understand that shit, but they still follow his ass. So
we're a nation of followers. That's what this world has become. It's become followers. Nobody leads. Yeah. Everybody follows. So in the words of Jay-Z, he is still the N-word. At the end of the day, he didn't think that he was. He didn't think at all that he was on that level of, he surpassed that he is no longer a black dude. He is an enigma. I think in his words, he said, "I am God." Soon as you start thinking like that, right? As soon as you start thinking that you are God, that you're above all, you are slowly but quickly fumbling. You're gonna tumble. He put it out there that, as soon as you can't talk about Jews, man. It's just, again, because you thought you were God.
Black people are Jews too.
Huh?
Black people are Jewish too.
But I'm just saying though.
No, that's his comment. That's what he says. Everything. Black people are Jewish.
You can't get away with certain things, man. This dude thought that he could. You just messed up your entire pocket. Your bag has been messed up because of your stupidity. Because your ego, right? This dude has always been. I was looking at his documentary. I think it was on Netflix. You could see from the early Kanye years, being humble, to this dude that just turned into this egotistical maniac. That's where we are with him right now. And what I'll say is this: don't do the OJ thing. That's what I posted. Don't do the OJ thing and try to come back, to the black folks after you putting up, White Lives Matter on the shirt.
We're gonna get that out. We're gonna get that album. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get the hardcore album. We're gonna get the college dropout.
Don't do it. This dude deserves everything that he gets. Everything. Can he make a Sims? I don't know if he can really go out on his own like that. That's what the problem was in the first place. That's why he had to attach himself to an Adidas and to all of this in order to get his Yeezus out and whatnot. I don't think he can do it on his own. He doesn't. He doesn't have the infrastructure to do it on his own. And
he made points like even what Don was saying. When I listen to, he just rambles, dude. Like I never heard somebody that goes they ask him a question, and he starts by answering a question maybe, but then he goes on this tangent where it's like, dude, what are you talking? Like it'd be to the point where you're listening to him, you're like, dude, what are you talking about? How did we even get here? Like, what are we talking about right now? Like he'd be so. I wish I could remember some of the clips that he was saying, but I was like, dude, I don't know what. I'm confused. I don't even remember what the damn question was. Like my man is out there, and I just don't know how I just don't get it. I don't get why he's such a thing. I don't get it.
Yeah. So this dude right here, CEO Ariel Emanuel, he actually he actually owns the company that owns the UFC. He's like the CEO of that company. Like he's the one who they say is influential. So he actually recommended. He's Jewish also, and he actually recommended everybody stop fucking with Kanye. And immediately it started dropping like everybody started dropping like flies, man. Like as far as with him. Now, my only issue, and my issue ain't never really, my issue ain't necessarily Kanye, because I think he did fuck up. It's just amazing the power they have to shut shit down. Like, why can't this shit be used for other stuff, like for us? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of stuff that's
don't
happening.
have the attention span,
and we can't do it, but we couldn't even do it if we even
we don't have the attention span to do it.
Like,
you boycott Gucci, you boycott all of these things.
Hey,
and, a month later, hold on. A month later, they dangle a 50% off sale, and next thing you know, every single one of these ninjas are online trying to get themselves a Louis Vuitton belt or something. We don't have the attention span for it. That's what it is. It's proven time and time again. You don't.
I just don't think we got the power to do it.
You do.
What are you talking about?
I'm just talking about, like, as far as like what they just did to Kanye. I'm just saying because we don't own shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, even to the point.
We could.
No. I'm not, and I'm saying we can't because we don't have that infrastructure to do that shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't.
But we could.
We should. I'm saying we should.
But in a way, dude, what Kanye was saying when it came to Jewish people, and he was low key hating. Because Jewish people, the ones that did that shit, they started owning companies.
And that's what I'm saying about controlling, because we don't control it. Yeah, because they got their own shit. We can't just stop buying. Like, we can say, we gonna stop buying their shit, and it ain't gonna be enough to make them say, because they support.
Here's part of a lot of it. When you talk about commerce, when you talk about goods, I don't know what it is about us, right? I got a T-shirt that I'm selling for $30. That's too much. That's too much because it's me. Because it's me, right? Yeah, too much. But you'll go out and buy back then that Ed Hardy bullshit T-shirt for $50 and not have a fucking problem with it. But because it's Dante who made the damn shirt, it ain't worth $30. That's our problem. We have been so materialized. We've been stigmatized in that route where it's all about labels and all that we don't pay attention and can't do for ourselves to push us up. The one movie that I keep saying over and over again whenever this Black Power stuff comes up, if your dollars did not show you what we had when Black Panther came out and the records that it was setting, why can't we take that and help mold the next Black Panther? Whether it be in T-shirts, whether it be in a restaurant, whether it be in whatever, right? Why can't we lift ourselves up? Because there's too much hate in that.
Right. And that's why I say we can't.
It's so ingrained in us, bro. Like the slavery mentality, that bucking system, that it's systematically, that's what we're talking about, right? Systematic racism, where it's built in us to hate one another in that regard, that we can't lift each other up.
Right. And that's the part with Kanye when he was in his ramble. Part of it, what he was saying was the ownership side. He was like, Jewish people own everything. Like, every time you got to do something, you got to go through a Jewish person. You got to go through. I'm like, okay, so you're this guy that has the possibility of being a $2 billionaire.
Right.
So why don't you do what you do, get your money together, and then create your own? Be the Jewish guy. Pull your damn brand away from Adidas and make it completely different. You got a market where these people buy your shit no matter what.
Be Tyler Perry, right?
Yeah, use the market. Yeah, there you go.
But that's what I understand. That's what, and that's my whole issue with this whole shit. It's just like, it shows you how, like, even with the Yeezy shit, man. Like, damn, they Adidas about to take his shit, and they about to sell it to something else. They pulling shit.
He said that. Well, he said that, and then I went, because I buy stuff a lot from Adidas. I went straight to the app, and that shit was gone. They pulled that shit. You can't find a Kanye nothing on that bitch. They took everything.
Yeah, but they're gonna sell it without they're gonna sell that shit under something else. But they're gonna keep it. It won't really
sell it like it is though. Like, I don't think it'll sell. And that's the. But my thing is, it's almost like,
but you could call that shit. Yeah, it probably won't. Yeah, it ain't gonna sell like that shit will sell.
Think about it this way: there's a CEO of Nike. But everybody buys Jordans. But whenever you buy Jordans, you basically paying Nike.
Right.
But if Jordan ever decided, Jordan had a way of taking that Jordan brand away from Nike, and he could have his own brand, his own money, but he like, yo, I'm good,
right?
Because you know he a billionaire himself.
But see, that's the problem. But see, that's the problem. Why you in situations like this, and see, the only thing with Kanye is he kind of like shitted on us, so it's kind of like he kind of like kind of out there, he a lone wolf out that motherfucker to a degree, because I mean he can't keep playing both sides of the fence. But it's like even with the Jordan shit, man. Like we should be owning that shit, man. Like completely owning that shit.
Yeah, Kanye called out a point to me that makes sense. He just did it in an ignorant ass way.
A lot of shit. A lot of the stuff he said was legit. It just it got to the point to where it was
why are you talking about a whole race of people now? Like we as black people, we the main ones that talk racism, and some white person say the N-word and everything else. But why are you going to flip that? And now you talking junk about a whole race,
right?
When you really, and that's what the Pierce dude was trying to give him the olive branch. He was like, "Are you talking about all Jewish people? Or are you talking about CEO Jewish owners?" He was like, "You need to specify." He wouldn't do that shit he just kept saying, "No, it's Jewish." I was like, "Dude, shit." I said, "You just messing yourself up, bro."
Hey,
because he's a god.
Hey, Monday at close of business after that drink champ shit was it was a wrap, man. They was ready. It was termination time, man.
But yeah, he got people apart. Like when he jumped on old boy's show that Nori we was talking about, and he said all that stuff. Nori had to come out the next day and make an apology video to say what he said. We give Kanye the mic, we let him talk, but we want to say that we're not anti-Semitic. Like you gotta literally follow this dude with disclaimer.
I mean, he was saying he was kind of saying. I mean, he ain't checked him. You know what I'm saying? Like he probably could have. But he did say he wasn't like, yeah, we love all people. Like he was saying, like he was like skating to the side.
He didn't do that shit.
And it's because, and it's just real talk. I mean, this is where Kanye is right. They have the power to shut down.
They got it. And that's my only issue with it. I'm not.
There's two organizations you don't mess with. You don't mess with the Jewish network, and you don't mess with the alphabet people.
Because he going. I mean, unless he find another. I mean, and not to say he couldn't sell this or that. It's going to be hard to find that avenue, man. He could, but he gonna have to.
It's what I said that he's gonna do. He's gonna try to come back to us. I don't want him.
But that's what I said. He didn't. He. That's what I said. The problem is you distance. Yeah.
This is the part where I'm not going to support you.
Right.
Right. I'm not going to support after the things you've done and said about us and your labels of what you're wearing on your shirt. You would be a fool. And as we talked, Sims, you said about the following people. You're a fool if you're following this dude.
And dude, so let's take it beyond the Jewish shit. Let's go to him talking and stuff about another thing he said was that about George Floyd. He said he didn't really die from the cop being on his neck.
Yeah.
He went with the Candace Owens narrative. He just did. I mean, this dude doesn't stop, dog. So now you got the family, and you used to be a billionaire. You want a 400 millionaire now?
Shit, they want two something. Yeah, they want half. They want half. They want half of the four. I mean, more than half. They want more. Yeah, this actually puts you.
But dude, what the hell is he thinking? So then let me tell you the power of Kanye, dog. So I made that little video on TikTok. Before that shit went on TikTok, they sent me a they did a little thing where they weren't gonna put it up. They said it violated
whatever.
Yeah, so they just said it was against their rules. So I sent the where you can fight it, and then they let me post it because I was like, dude, all I did was make one comment, a vocal comment on it,
right,
telling the dude to shut up. So I was like, but yeah, so then they let it go. But I mean, just because it was Kanye, they automatically was like, oh yeah, you can't put this up on TikTok. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, he going with the Candace Owens narrative that the old boy died. It's got to be the dumbest shit I heard, dog. Even if all that shit's true, you're basically saying that man was gonna die that day, but he just happened to get his neck laid on for 8 minutes.
He said he wasn't even on it. He said he said he wasn't really on it. Like I said.
Oh well, Kanye said he was Kanye literally said he died because of the fentanyl and everything mixed together.
But I'm saying he said he wasn't really on his neck. He said,
really on his neck?
Yeah, he was saying it.
Yeah, and there's a whole damn video, and there was a whole damn
he said,
trial.
Yeah, he wasn't really on his neck. Yeah, so yeah, man.
And then when they said that, he was like, "Well, you know, it's a conspiracy. You can't believe." I was like, "Damn, dude, we saw the video." Like,
that's where he fucked up at.
You believe everything?
Yeah. He's in a situation where he ain't really got too many places to run at this point because he kind of alienate that. Yeah, that George Floyd shit was.
Yeah, I would rock on that, dog.
Yeah. And then the all life matters, all that shit is all that shit tied together.
All white lives matter shit. Shut up.
Yeah, because they saying he's speaking Candace Owens. He's speaking her points. That's what they saying. Like they saying he's speaking her points and shit. Like a lot of the shit he's saying is shit that she be saying. So.
But he's selling out, dog, because he started getting all that money because you got these rich white people supporting you. They now have a voice that's black that's saying all the shit they wish they could say.
Right.
So they're gonna support you in every which way, dog. They supporting you. You got all your businesses, your money, all your advertising.
Being a puppet.
Yeah, and they just got the strings. But you went so wild, they had to let your ass go. Mm-hmm. Because you started talking too stupid.
No, I just show you that shit was that. What my man Paul Mooney used to say the real nigga wake up call. That's what it is, man. And Paul Mooney used to say that shit all the time. Yo, the real nigga wake up call. Yo, you think you? And they hit you with it.
That was in Brooklyn and OT.
Yeah, but yeah, man, it just like he put himself on the island, man. It's kind of that's the crazy thing that all white, all lives matter, all that shit. Like it just accumulation of shit, and people just sick of it.
That's the thing. If we just sit here and keep thinking, we can just keep thinking the shit too, dog. Like if you just keep thinking, you can figure out some more shit he said. Like, dude,
and I don't, like I said, I don't have my only issue was it wasn't even from a defense standpoint. I don't like the cancellations. I don't like how they can just do that shit. It just make you like, damn, because even but listen, even on the social media shit, man. Like I'm just saying, like doing these podcasts, putting up shit on, all through social media. Even when you say you put up stuff, it's like they do be kind of censoring every motherfucker. Like they actually took my TikTok, man. You know what I'm saying? Like so I'm arguing from that point of like you could take shit down and stuff like that, even shit that ain't even like that serious, but. I understand.
Yeah, some of it because it's definitely favoritism. Because one dude, he was talking about they let women get away with murder on fucking social media.
Yeah,
they don't get in trouble for shit.
Dude, my TikTok is my other one. I had started another one. My shit gone. They took my shit and that just for me posted reels and shit. Like I'm on the Jones soft as shit now because I could. You can't post like my new John. I'm soft. Yeah, my new one. I'm kind of soft. I'm posting shit, but I'm like I've learned like I can't post this because I had a motherfucker fight. I had a motherfucker fighting an animal. That shit was out. They said we did told you, and then my shit is gone. I was like, damn, man, these motherfuckers, man. So it's like that's where I'm saying I argue from that point. I understand like you can't, but he got his problem. His problem is you should. You should have the avenue to say what you want to say. Yeah, that don't mean people got to listen to it. But yeah, if you got businesses and shit and you got, sponsors and corporations behind you, then yeah, you're going to be, they're going to kick you off. They're going to cut you.
So I look at it like you just said, it's business, right? I've said this before. There's things that I cannot do in my hometown, right, where my business is, because I have a business. When I get cut off in traffic, I want to scream, yell, give you the finger, curse you out. I want to do all of those things, but I know that I can't. This is where Kanye should have been like, I can't do this. This is going to fuck up my bag. Let me just sit on this. I know that these people are the ones that are in charge, but sometimes you got to realize that and shut the fuck up.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's why I have no sympathy for this fool, dog. Like, if you got your own business and you got an employee that's talking shit about you or disrespecting your business, where when people hear what they say, it reflects your business, you get rid of that.
I understand it. No, I'm not. No. I 100% understand the corporation aspect. I understand that shit, man. But it's just like
these are corporations, though. We look at it as like YouTube and this, but these motherfuckers have CEOs. They have business structure. When you say that stuff, if I'm somebody that's thinking about getting on social media and I'm looking at Kanye on YouTube just going off on everybody, black people, white people, I'm like, damn, you can do that on this damn thing. I said I might not mess with this one. This seemed a little too racist for me.
Right.
And then you go somewhere else. But I mean, that's what they're protecting their brand, and you can't have the fool that big.
And I understand it, but I just think people should. I just think even because shit, I be wanting to say. I mean, I want to get on here and be able to say what the fuck ever I want to say, man. I mean, you know, from a standpoint, I ain't trying to offend nobody, but you know, some shit, somebody will always be offended. Like this the culture. This the culture where I mean, we probably didn't say some shit that probably got somebody that's like, man, I'm gonna report them off for like.
Kanye West was on the road to make some anti-Semitic.
But where
that's probably gonna be his next shoot.
But he should have listened to Sway. He should have listened to Sway, man. He told him to own his own shit. You gotta own your own shit.
How, Sway? How? You don't have all the answers. You ain't got all the answers, Sway. How?
But that's what they tell him because they took his music, his album, the STEM thing. They didn't took his shit off of that. Like it's like, damn.
Oh, they took him off Spotify, right?
No, they took him off STEM.
They took him off his label. Ain't he off a label too? They're not gonna re-sign.
He ain't on Def Jam no more.
Jam or something like that.
Yeah, he ain't on Def Jam. Yeah, he ain't on Def Jam no more. But he had his that last album he put out, the Donda 2. He put it out on STEM. Like it ain't on like that shit ain't on like Spotify or nothing. It was on like a player or something. But they took the shit off. Like that's what I'm saying. You can't you gotta follow suit with you gotta follow the suit of what they put in front of you.
Still ninja.
It's not you don't own shit. Like it did. Like this shit is a reality check, yo. This motherfucker was well. They his worth was $1 billion. I mean, I don't know how much cash. I don't know how. I mean, I hate when they throw that shit out like that because it ain't like liquid shit. Because the motherfucker that lost, you know what I'm saying? It ain't liquid cash. Like this motherfucker just dropped 1.5 billion. So did he? I mean, technically speaking, that just was. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it's not real. Like he just lost that shit in like 2 days. Like 2 days, this brother go from a billionaire. They one point they were saying he's one of the richest black men ever. He go to that.
He kept referring to himself as the richest black man ever. He kept saying it. That's another thing, dog. Like he's very arrogant with this shit. He kept just saying, "I am the richest black guy." Like that's what he kept saying. Yeah, and I'm like, dude, like, just shut up. Why somebody want to follow somebody like this? They be like, literally, they just said it. I'm the richest black. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in that interview and I'm gonna clip that shit up, and they'll probably block my shit when I do it. I'm gonna play all that dumb shit he said all back to back to back to back. I'm gonna just make it. I'm like, I mean, it's just stupid the shit he says, dog.
Yeah, it's the arrogance. I mean, but it is, but that backpack, Kanye, it was a different dude. He was humble as a motherfucker, man. But yeah, he just like something sent him to like.
Probably, what was it? Who was it? Rick James should have never gave you ninjas money.
Right.
I mean, literally, dog.
So
money brings out who you really are. That's what happens. Money, when you get money like that, it amplifies.
Yeah, but see, but being the person that he is, and which he should know, he should have been trying to get his own shit to where it's like he's in front of it. Most of this shit was off for other people. Like, I mean, Russell Simmons had saying something about it. He was saying it was a way he can still do the shit. He said he wanted to reach out to him, but he was saying it was a way that he could do it. But I think it's gonna be hard.
But that's what we said about building your own shit. So say Kanye actually did have his own business or own shoe, whatever he was making that crazy money for. He say whatever the hell he wants to because can't nobody take you off your own.
That's what I'm saying. But it's hard to do that because think about it, like because even this platform, if I say the wrong shit, I post the wrong shit, or they take that shit down. Yeah, somebody reports, say yeah, this shit, I'm offended. Like I'm you know what I'm saying? Like they'll take this shit down. So you don't own like none of this shit. But that's what I'm saying. Like somebody like Kanye and them, damn, they got the money. Invest that shit into your own platform. Like it should be a platform. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like.
So I don't know the specifics for like a Jay-Z, but to me it seems like Jay-Z is an owner. I don't think Jay-Z is. I don't think he's.
I still because Jay-Z he be going into business with folks. So it's like, he does make money, but it's not like, I think he's still kind of in the same situation to a degree. I think everybody is pretty much, man. I think if you upset the wrong motherfucker, which we know you upset them, they taking your shit down, yo.